Hello everyone, good afternoon. It is gone 12:30 and this is your Tuesday Thoughts Tarot for this week. We are starting today, which is Tuesday the 11th, 11 being a magical number, Tuesday the 11th of June. I went out walking at 11 o'clock today. I went for a walk, quite a strenuous walk, a lot of uphill, just to get the blood circulating, get some exercise, get some fresh air. But it was one of those days where it was predicted rain, so I had a little bit of rain shower, and then I had sunshine beaming, and then I had another heavy rain shower, and then sunshine beaming. And even today when I was in the shower, I was getting a lot to do with water, and I was drawn to my Epsom salts, which I have in my bathroom, and it was like, it's time for a sea salt bath. It's time to immerse yourself in water and immerse yourself in either Dead Sea salts, regular sea salt, or Epsom salts as well. It just clears the aura, clears your skin, and is a very good way to cleanse the energy around you, cleanse your energy, and also creates a little bit of a protective border around you as well, using salt water. If you can get in the ocean, that's great as well, but there is something about creating that little spa kind of treatment, or a bit of luxury, so you can have run your bath, have it nice and warm, have your salts in there. You might want some essential oils in there as well. I've brought my essential oils out today. Usually I have incense burning sage, which I've just done. I've just saged the area and saged my cards. Got a bit of ash there on one of the books. But I want to use some oils as well today, because there is a beautiful thing on using essential oils. If you're not happy with putting it on your skin, you can use it as a vapor. You can use it, they call it olfaction. So it goes into the olfactory center, and that's your sort of emotive center. And that helps you spiritually and psychologically. And it has many, many benefits. It's a way of absorbing the molecules of the essential oils, which are so small they just go straight into your bloodstream. But also it just uplifts, it clears the mind, and I'm very much... it's called subtle aromatherapy, so it's a different way of using aromatherapy products. So an easy way to use it, just so you know, for future reference, I just get a tissue or a piece of cotton, wool, or something that is, or muslin, if you have a muslin, and then I'll just choose an oil, and obviously today I'm going to go with frankincense, and we'll just choose the oil, we'll just open it up, and we'll just do like a drop. And you don't need much in subtle aromatherapy. It's the subtle effect that you want. There's something about it. It's almost like homeopathy. You don't need masses. Already I'm smelling that. That's amazing. Love frankincense. And I feel I need today to use also a little bit of Clary sage. Do I have Clary sage left? Yes, I do. So we're going to use... sometimes it can be hard to open. Oh, can't get it open. Ah, this is my Clary sage, and it doesn't want to open. Ah, got it. Childproof. And we'll just put a drop of Clary sage on. Maybe 2 drops. I'm feeling Clary sage. Clary sage is one that you just need to be careful using, especially if you are drinking alcohol, because it can increase your intoxication. So just be mindful of that. And I feel I want one more oil, and I am being drawn to rose, so let's go with rose. Oh, I want pine as well. Is that pine? That's Neroli. Neroli shouting at me. So we'll just put the rose on there as well. So this, in a sense, it's blending. So frankincense is very much a spiritual oil. It's very much connecting you to the higher realms. It brings that, you can see there the little dollop on there. It brings that spiritual, calming, sedative kind of energy. And then with the Clary sage, it's that clearing, it's hormone balancing, and it awakens as well. And it's got a kind of, again with the sage, it's got that kind of clearing of energy, clearing of negativity. And yeah, just be mindful. Contraindication is if you're drinking alcohol. And rose is the heart, is soothing, is refreshing, is confidence building, and Neroli is a lovely one as well. So we'll just do one of Neroli, and I think I want one of Pine as well, just to bring us to that that woody balancing. So you can have a lot of, there's floral here, we've got wood with the frankincense, but I think I want pine as well. I'm being given pine, and so I'm just using a drop of each, so it's just giving me that pine. Pine is lovely. It's like Christmas trees. It's very good as well. You can just do that as well. You can get your bottle and you can just sniff. Don't leave it open for too long. But pine is great, clearing the nasal passages as well. Oh, we've got 3 drops that just went in there. So it's quite liquid, quite viscous. And that is my blend for today. So we have frankincense, clary sage, rose, neroli, and pine. And I'll just put my box of oils away. So we'll put that little treasure box, a little wooden treasure box away. In fact, let's just put it over here. And that'll keep that safe. And let's just, there is a thing with aromatherapy as well. Just, sorry, it is diverting from your tarot. You're here for tarot, I understand, but just, I'm kind of getting like mountains, you know, like the Swiss mountains with the flowers, the wildflowers, that freshness, that fresh air. Clearing my head. It's just really, really clearing my head. And I feel I'm breathing deeper as well. Feeling breathing into my belly, which is the proper way to breathe, that deep breath. And there's a little bit of a hint of perfume, almost like somebody walked past and there's a perfume wafting. It's that little bit of perfume, and I'm getting like rest. You know, you'd lie back on a meadow, the wildflower meadow. It's almost like lying back on that. Beautiful. So that's the oils we're using today. I'll list them below. It is very, very clearing. So we're going to do the tarot today, and I've picked some few different cards today. Let's start with tarot, but I'm going to use this tiny little pocket deck that my tarot teacher gifted to me after I finished the course. And it's a beautiful little deck, so it's only like pocket size, so it's very, very cute. And keep a little crystal in with it, so it's always cleansed, it's always clear. That's what I do with my actual tarot cards. I always have a quartz crystal in with it, just to make sure it clears the energy from the deck every time you use it. So this is a miniature little deck, and it does mean, because these aren't mixed up, this is a traditional way I would read. So I would read the major arcana separate to the minor arcana. So we're going to do it slightly different. Let's just shuffle them. We'll just blow out the old energy. Look, they're so cute. And we'll blow out the old energy of the major. And then we'll just do a wee shuffle. So we're asking for a message for this week. At the end of the week, we have Father's Day, to shout out to all the men, all the fathers out there, all those men who wish they could be fathers, all those men who wanted to be fathers, and all those men who are fathers. And all those men who maybe aren't necessarily biological father figure, one turned over, but you might be a father figure for somebody, or just a male influence. So it's about the men as well, just this male influence in people's lives and how to support the female, let's say. So we do have jumpers today, so I'm just going to take the jumpers of whatever comes out, because there's a message. Oh, I've got another one. There's a message here, and then I'm going to do some more with the major. So this is the minor, so this is giving us a little story. But next to each card, I'm going to put a major. There we go, thank you. Oh, we've got 2. Okay, let's go with that. So that's, and then they're so cute, aren't they? So then we'll shuffle the major arcana, and we're trying to get clarification and deeper meaning into the ones that have already come. So this is your tarot reading for the week. I hope you're all well. Thank you for watching the last video. That was super kind of you. I got lots of views. That's amazing. Thank you if you're watching now. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. And do give us a little like, a subscribe to the channel. It just helps me know that you're here, you're watching. You can tell me if you're watching on the day, or you can tell me what day you are watching. If you find this maybe at the end of the week, or if you find this a little bit later, because sometimes even when I'm watching stuff, I'll save it to my watch list because I don't get a chance to watch it on the day that it's come out. And maybe I get to watch it maybe a few days later. So if you're watching this a few days later, just give me the day that you're watching it on, and let's see how relevant it is, or if you think any of it makes sense at that point. So that's always good to know. So I'm just shuffling, and I'm going to turn it over so I don't see what they are. I'm just, okay, so that one's coming up there. Can we have some more jumpers, please? Oh, they are jumping today. It must be the essential oils. It's brought in that clear energy, and that and we've got 3 that came out together, which go with the last 3. I don't know what they are yet, so I won't look at those yet. So put that to the one side, and let's have a look and see what we've got. So the first card, or the first 2, let's say, we have are the Lovers and the 8 of Pentacles. So there you go. Nice little cards. So the Lovers would point to a relationship. It points to a relationship which is good, which is healthy. This is something where you both, I think it's probably better on that side, isn't it, for seeing it? Let me just turn the light away a little so maybe you can see it a bit better. Everything's going to fall now. Try to put the light there. It's just to kind of brighten things up, but maybe got so much stuff all around. Okay, let's try that. So the Lovers is that relationship. It is a couple. It is sometimes about choice. So making a decision on something or choosing on something. But it is healthy. It is non-toxic. It is something where 2 people decide to come together, and they have got both things going on in their life. They're quite fulfilled, but they've reached a point where they want to join with another. They're opening up to a romantic relationship, but they're coming in as equals. They're coming in not trying to be dependent on each other, not trying to take from another, not sort of relying on another. They're both independent. They've both created something, and they're both coming in as equal. Whatever it is in your life, you don't have to have created a multi-million-pound business or anything, but you both know yourselves, and you're going in with this knowing and with this sense of self, and therefore it is a positive relationship. You're not in desperate need or a deep attachment. You're not drawing that from the other person. You're kind of in this relationship, you're doing your thing, and you're coming together with someone as well. So that's really, really good. With that one, you had the 8 of Pentacles. So the 8 of Pentacles, as you can see, is a gentleman working. So this is somebody working at home on a craft. So whether it is that you're based at home, so this person that you meet, sorry, wrong way around. This person that you meet could be based at home, could do work from home, but it's someone who is putting in the hours, who is channeling whatever they're doing into the work, into the craft. They're finessing it. They're working. They've got an 8-hour day. They're not sitting around watching Netflix. They're actually doing something. And it's creating almost, like you might say, a store, or they've got something like a product or something available to sell, and it's something that they're crafting, that they're working on. It could be art, it could be pottery, it could be a product, it could be small business. But next to the Lovers, it could mean that someone is coming in who is working from home, or that you're going to meet and you're going to collaborate and you're going to work from home on this thing. There's a lot of energy that you'll have to put into this. There is a possibility that finding the one is a bit more difficult because you're at home more, so you need to perhaps step out of that if you're not in the social environment for your work. What else am I getting from this? You have climbed some mountains. You have come through a lot. This Lover card is showing me that the sun is shining. So there's a great positivity here. There's a great awakening coming. There's a great positive energy behind this relationship. You are in a certain level of comfort and position, let's say, in your working from home. I can see the town in the background, and I can see his work clothes. You know, it's like strapping on an apron of sorts, or a tabard, or a uniform, or a overall of sorts. And he's got the little town in the background. So you're bringing something to society. You're bringing something to the community. You're bringing something to town. And you're doing it possibly as well, balancing the masculine and the feminine. So you're using your different energies. The masculine is the worker energy, but then you maybe have to bring it to town. You have to be able to talk about it, be able to sell it, be able to imbue it with energy, with fragrance, with a stamp. Oh, that's so nice. I'm kind of getting running as well. I'm getting like sport, like running and cycling and triathlon. I wonder, would this be a good blend for muscle work with the pine and the Clary sage? Not traditional. Traditional muscle work would be rosemary, black pepper, ginger, that type of thing. Maybe some lavender, chamomile. That's tradition for muscle work. So it's interesting, I'm getting that. Maybe it's sort of outside the grassy, the nature, cycling through nature, that type of energy. But anyway, I digress. And you've got the angel here overlooking this. So you may be meeting someone who works from home, or you may be someone who works from home who's going to be stepping into this love relationship. So let's see what else we've got. Let's not waste any more time. So the major arcana we have is the star. So your hopes, wishes and dreams, so they're coming to fruition. So everything that you've needed to happen for you is starting to happen. So this is great. So if you've been hoping for this home-based job to be a success, it's going to be a success. Star is a brilliant card. If you're hoping for this relationship to work, the star card is talking about that as one of your hopes and aspirations. It's also linked to the cosmos. There's this element of linking to the cosmos and bringing the energies down and working with the astrology, perhaps. There's also an element of stardom, so you'll be stepping out into your stardom, into your position of place of power. There's a level of therapy with it, so talking therapy, so needing to talk something out with someone, needing some counselling, needing some support in that sense to balance your emotions. You're stepping in with one foot, but one foot is here, and you're balancing the waters. So there needs to be this understanding of where to direct your emotions and how to manage your emotions, perhaps so you can reach forward and achieve what you want. And what is behind that? We've got the Page of Pentacles, and he's holding that one pentacle, which is work, which is money. But in this instance, it's study. So your hopes and wishes and dreams are about some new study, some new adventure that you're going into. Perhaps a new business idea, a new business proposal is happening. It's in its infancy. The page is young. So this is the birthing of something, the beginnings of something that you're about to work on, which is your hopes and your aspirations. Okay? So what else do we have here? And it's great because we've got the sun, which is this incredibly powerful giant star that creates our world. You know, it brings food to the earth so that we can eat and survive. And here we have a star again, a large star with more stars around it. So it is that astrological energy that might be coming in that brings in the positivity, so you can step forward on this new course of work, this new study, this new learning that you're going through. And again, the pages of Pentacles, the Pentacles themselves are very much about nature. It's the earth sign. So again, that earth energy coming in, that, you know, he's in the countryside. So it's like that working from home in the countryside, but bringing your product to town. So this is something that's beginning. It is something you've been desiring to do, and you are moving forward with that. So then we have the moon. So we've got the sun and the moon. So we're having all sorts of astrological powerful energies from these cosmic leaders, you might say. So the moon tends to point to Cancerian, so that's the astrological sign we're moving into. It's the end of June into July. So something may be happening end of June into July, so that type of energy. But the moon points to us that we don't quite know the whole story. Something is hidden, something is unseen. So it's the shadow of the moon, so we haven't got the full picture yet. Something is to be revealed to us. You have the dog and the wolf here, so again, that's two sides to you. That's your perhaps masculine and feminine, or that wild wolf side, and then the domesticated dog side. So having both, knowing that you are a mixture of everything, knowing that you can bring that to the table. And again, you've got the lobster here, or the crab, often it's just symbolizing Cancerian, but it's also the moon is water signs, so Cancerians are water signs. So the water signs are very emotional, so it's that emotional overflowing of energy. And I was just saying about the waters and the saltwater and saltwater baths. So this is another nod to that, to pay attention to that, because perhaps there is something going on that you're not sure of, that's not seen. Energies can attach to us. We can absorb other people's energies throughout the day, and they can make you feel low. They can make you feel a little unbalanced. They can make you feel sad. They can make you feel off. So you might be going, I'm feeling just like, what's the point of it all? What's this mean? Where am I going? What's the next step? After this happens, then what? What is this all about? We're all asking these questions now because of this change in consciousness. And that can be emotional and can raise your emotions. So use the water, use the salt water to clear those energies that you're absorbing that you're absorbing from the world, you're absorbing from other people. Have a saltwater bath, or if you've just got a shower, you can put it on a flannel or a sponge and just rub it all around you, just the salt water on your skin. Maybe you want to dilute it first and have it as a rinse. Whatever way you want to do it, the salt water is great. And we know this pulls on our tides, the moon pulls on our tides, so different different phases of the moon. Know how it's changing, know how you're feeling, get used to your cycle, because women have a cycle, but everyone moves with the moon cycle, men and women. So notice what happens during the full moon, the half moon, the new moon. I think we've just had the new moon, haven't we? So there's something that's being created around this moon time, and we don't know the full outcome. We don't know the full story. It's not been revealed, but it is yet to be revealed. And just maintain your emotional standpoint with this. It's together with emotional fulfillment. So again, the cups are water, the cups are our emotions, the cups are the water signs. And it's number 10. So 10 is fulfillment, 10 is completion. It is as good as it gets. So this is showing us happy families. Now, in whatever way that means to you, your happiness, it's traditionally shown as the man and the woman, or you could just say the partnership with children, and that could be your own children or just nephews and nieces, or just friends' children. You're just the young coming up, the young coming through, the different generations and joining you. But again, it's community, and there's a little house here at the end. So it's in the countryside, it's a happy home, a couple coming together with everything that they need. So this is only symbolic of things that you might need for fulfillment. You don't need to necessarily have a traditional family, but it's just showing you that traditional joy, that traditional satisfaction, that when you find your emotional fulfillment, what does that bring to you? It brings you that rest, that peace, that ease in the day. And that's what maybe you don't quite see yet. The moon has not revealed this end to you yet. This is yet to come, and it's getting you prepared for this emotional satisfaction. Okay, so next we have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant, the way I would read it from my tarot decks, not necessarily how everyone reads it, but it is emotional contracts. So contracts with partners, with friends, with family, siblings, that type of thing. And it's also the Gemini card. So we've got the twins here, and we are in Gemini season. Now, traditionally, it's probably a bit more the spiritual card, the authority card, governments, all those authoritarian kind of systems as well. And we have the Gemini. So something's going on with that in June. But it also could be that something's going on with you and your siblings or your family, some sort of emotional connections. There's something going on with that right now. There's a religious aspect to it as well. He's got crosses down the front of his robe, and he's also pointing to the heavens, and he has a staff as well. And he's between two pillars, and there's keys as well here. So there's a lot of symbolism here. So let's just see how it is with the next card. And so the next card is the Ace of Wands. So Ace is great. Ace is creativity. So there's something happening for you, some creativity. And it could be refurbishment. So we've got the house here. So it could be sort of changing the colours of the room in your house. It could be some sort of DIY, some sort of refurbishment. It's usually pointing to springtime. So this is an element that might be coming up for you with regards to your family. It can be sort of old people's home as well. So someone can be going into an old people's home, and perhaps that is someone with an emotional connection to you. But let's read the two together and see what we get. So there seems to be, especially now in June time, okay, so I'm seeing it now as the creative wand. So in June, you are getting creative. In June, your mind, because this is coming from the clouds, coming from the higher. So the higher mind is delivering this creative idea to you. It's creativity, it's energy, it's passion. So something you're passionate about, and that's going to let you grow. You can see all the leaves on the wand here. So there's a level of growth here, a level of opportunity here. Some of the leaves are falling away, so it's letting go of what you don't need and bringing forward what you do need. And I would read the Hierophant in this as it being now Gemini, the month of June. So we've got month of June and month of July are very important in this aspect. And then we have, okay, interesting. So we've got the Death card and the Queen of Swords. So the Death card can point to Scorpio, which is November. But generally death comes in as a rebirth. So something's coming to an end. There is change. Because when something ends and something new begins, it's a change, it's something new. And there's an aspect that it is very much spirit-led. So this huge lily here on the flag is determining that this is Spirit's call. It's time for something to end and to move forward with something new. There is a sun in the background here, so we've got the sun again, and that is on the horizon. It's telling you that the sun will rise again, and it will bring positivity back into this, because we can feel sort of destitute, and when things end, when things die off, let's say, it can feel really bad and difficult, but you will be able to walk through it and march through it. But it's still a process that, as human beings, we have to go through these ups and downs. It's part of our experience. And next to that, you have the Queen of Swords. So this can point to something ending with a person who is the Queen of Swords. So swords are air energy. So that can be Aquarius, Gemini, and we're in Gemini season, or Libra. And the Queen of Swords, now she is a little bit cold. She's a little bit cut off from her emotions. She's happy to give you her thoughts and ideas and interpretations and opinions on things, but she's a bit lacking in any softness, in any heart energy, in any connection to a feeling. She's not as deep as the cups. The cups are very much about feeling. So in that sense, she can be a bit cold. She can be a bit cutting with what she says. There is this element of perhaps feeling stabbed or sliced. I'm seeing when we did Tai Chi sword, one of the moves was like that, and then you'd swing it around and you bring it like that again, and it's terrible, but you have to imagine you have a someone in front of you and you're just slicing through them. So it is that cutting nature, that sharpness. She may say something quite sharp to you. Controlling as well. There's a level of control with this person. They want to control everything. They want to determine everything. They want to speak how it is. But there's with the death card, it points to that energy is changing, that energy is ending. So there could be someone in your life who is of the air sign, who is, how shall we say? Who may have stabbed you in the back, who may have said sharp things about you, who may be talking quite negative about you, who may be trying to control the situation about you. They can be cold, and therefore their opinions and ideas overrule any kind of compromise. So there's an element sometimes, I know you've probably seen the memes as well, where they say, I've stopped arguing with people. It's something along the lines of, do you want to be happy, or do you want to be right? Or do you want to be loving, or do you want to be right? And so there's this element of I'm right, you're wrong. There's this element of what you're saying is not true. There's this element of, there's a movement here with the air as well. So let's hope that the energy of the death, the rebirth, can sweep in and clear away, like the clouds, the air sign, the clouds can move off, and we can clear away this energy, because it's quite a tough energy. The Queen of Swords is quite controlling. And if you find that you're very much of a controlling nature, it's saying that that's ending as well. So you're moving from that controlling nature, and you're changing that nature, softening it up. And next to that we have the Judgment and the Queen of Wands. So the Judgment is pointing to this crossroads. The Judgment card is all about waking up and hearing the music. What's going on? You're at this crossroads. This pivot point is here now. What are you going to do? They're coming out of these coffins, this family, and they are being reborn. So again, it's that death and rebirth. So you're at this point of crossroads where you're changing something, you're studying something, you're moving into emotional fulfillment, you're teaming up with someone, which is an emotional, creative bond to it. It's the end of that control and overthinking, perhaps. Notice how you overthink, notice how your mind runs, because a lot of the mind talk is ego talk, and it can talk you out of things. So be prepared to let go of that. Be prepared to let the ego die. Okay, so death of the ego. So then you're at a crossroads, and then you're moving forward, and you're moving forward into the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is wonderful. She's very connected to nature. She has the sunflowers there, which are the most beautiful, happy flower. We all love seeing the sunflower because it's this happy, vibrant example of the sun, which we've had several times. She has her wand, so this wand that was gifted in the beginning from the higher power, this creativity. She has it, and she's holding on to it, and she's connecting to her passion. She's connecting to the earth. She is fiery. She is charismatic. She's gone from her coldness, and she has warmed up. The fire is warming her up, and that is the new journey. So beginning to warm up your passions, beginning to feel like you're a seductress, or someone who is open to a relationship again. And she is here with her black cat, so you might call her the witch. She's the natural witch, the natural woman, the woman who's connected to earth, the woman who would go for walks in the woods and pick up wild garlic or mushrooms or, you know, herbs, a dandelion, who would make tinctures, who works with oils, natural healing oils, who makes concoctions, who makes potions and lotions. So this is the new journey. The new crossroads is stepping into more of this energy. So perhaps you've been using a lot of your intellect, a lot of your higher reading. You've been studying. Perhaps you've been downloading. You've been researching. You've been making the right moves, the contract, the written, the information, the intellect, that type of higher mind. And now you're bringing that into a more natural way, a more natural environment. You're using the goodness of nature to fuel your passions. And that's the crossroads. That's the new birth. That's the new life. And you're being overseen by Gabriel. So Gabriel is very much, Archangel Gabriel is very much connected to communication. So you're communicating something with all of this as well. You're expressing something. He's also very much connected to artists. And so maybe you're going to become a creative. Again, this is art, creativity. The wands are about creativity. So there's a new creative endeavor. You're at this point of crossroads. You're about to step into it. So that's a wonderful little journey we've just gone on, and that's from my tarot. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take one of the Mother Mary cards, because we haven't used these in a very long time. The meanings are very long because there's a big book that comes with them, which has pages of meaning in each one. But, see, there's quite a lot in each. I do like to pick them now and again. I felt today I needed to have some Mother Mary energy as well. And generally she's pretty on point, and she tells us what we're going to need to step into this new creative place. Perhaps combining our energies, perhaps working on some sort of renovation, perhaps stepping into a new relationship where you work from home, where you have positivity and change. Where this new study begins to take off. You don't quite fully know the results of everything, but there's certainly a shift here. There's certainly a movement of energy, and we are celebrating. We are singing from the heavens. We are sounding the trumpet. Something's going to be announced as well regarding this new endeavor. And it's coming with that holy. There's a few angels here as well. So we've got the angels here, and we have the angel here as well. So there's a lot of angelic energy surrounding this. So it's nice to pick Mother Mary as well and see what she says with regards to this. Fabulous. So I hope you can see that. That's beautiful. It looks like she's almost in an egg or in a window as well. And it's, oh my God, it's number 11. It's number 11, and today's the 11th. And it says, Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. So that's what we're doing. We're manifesting miracles. So let's see what that says. Now, there's quite a lot here. I might skim over some of it. We've got 4 pages. Let's give you a message about the Our Lady of Manifest Miracles. So, love seeks to manifest through you as you. It is not only your spirit that is to be blessed by love, but your body and your life too. You are meant to live a reality of divine love. You are meant to experience the presence of divine in everyday life. Your spiritual life and material existence are not destined to be separate, but rather are to be united, enhancing each other, infusing each other with love in sacred relationship. So it could have been that sacred relationship as well. My miracles are not limited to the world of spirit. They manifest in the material world as signs that divine love is alive in the here and now? Will you be a willing channel for my miraculous manifestations? Then it says, we may think of miracles as special, out of the ordinary occurrences, yet Mother Mary teaches us that the miraculous is meant to happen every day. It already does. If only we had the eye of the open heart to see enough to see it, we would be sent into states of rapture at how marvelous divine creation is. Is that better? At how extraordinary is the creativity that unfolds in every moment of our lives, and how miraculous intervention happens through divine grace. Subtly, yet inevitably, grace brings this person and that person together. It weaves this synchronicity into that which leads to another amazing moment of creation. Endlessly, the miracles of creation build upon each other in exquisite patterns of divine love simply happening. We can be fearful of not being in control of it, of not knowing how it's going to work itself out, or we can be in awe and trust and choose to surrender to the flow of the Mother's grace. So vast is the scale of divine intelligence unfolding in the perfect plan upon earth, our mind might become overwhelmed and challenged by what is essentially unfathomable to anything other than trusting the heart that needs no explanation. No matter how we choose to look at things or respond, life itself, including the miraculous manifestations of the Divine Mother, continue. This oracle, however, brings you a special task, if you are willing to accept it. This task is to become a sacred vessel through which the miracles of the Mother can be made manifest. Throughout history, there are stories of ordinary people who were asked by Mother Mary to perform some task or other. These tasks were not impossible, but were challenging because they asked each individual to put more faith in her will prevailing than in their fears and their fears of those around them, even if they couldn't see how it could be possible. These people became known as saints, but they began just as you or I. Ordinary people living their lives with a love for the Holy Mother and a desire to be open to the miraculous. To fulfill the task that the Mother will ask of you, whether you know what is right now or have no idea whatsoever as yet, you'll need to have courage. Courage will help you trust your heart as you sense her task for you. It might be a seemingly small task, such as planting a garden, or flowers in your front lawn, which benefit those who pass by. It might be a large task, such as speaking the truth in a relationship where you might fear in doing so you will lose the relationship. It might be to write a book or to come out of the spiritual closet, so to speak. Might as well read all of it now, yeah. And it says, it might be to pray for someone who hurt you and to ask for forgiveness for them. It might be to love yourself enough to say no to a relationship that's not right for you, even if there is love there. It might be to move to another place where your light is needed, even if you do not understand that at the time. It might be to support a cause that stirs your heart, or to go into a spiritual class or workshop, or to set some boundaries between you and family members who ask too much of you. Courage will also help you trust in her as we carry out the task. It is through our efforts in carrying out the task asked of us that we empower her to help us. It is difficult to help someone who won't help themselves. We have to give to receive, and we receive. And as we receive, we are empowered to give. We need to have courage to start the cycle without trying to control it. We had that, getting rid of the control. Being okay to let go of control. Letting the control die away, letting the criticism die away. We have to have courage to start the cycle without trying to control it. We need the courage to accept the help offered and to keep going. Our Lady of Manifest Miracles wants her presence felt and her plan of love carried out through each one of us in the physical world, and that includes you. This oracle brings a special message also that it is time now to put your spiritual principles to the test. It is time to rely on them completely as a way to live and move in the world. It is not only safe to do this, but the only way to really allow her miraculous love to manifest through you. Doing this will mean that all that is destined to be born through you this lifetime can then be. You're being blessed by the Holy Mother. Empower her and ask to be I'll start again. It's terrible, isn't it? You are being blessed by the Holy Mother, empowered by her, and asked to trust completely in her grace. So an affirmation you might want to say is, Mother Mary manifests her miracles through me as I unconditionally accept and celebrate her graceful presence in my mind, body, and soul. That is lovely. That is so nice. It is something you are... Okay, so this thing that's been created, this thing that we don't have the full story on, this thing where we're ending the control, we're letting go of that coldness, that cutting, we're moving into this new phase, this new crossroads, stepping forward into this creative place, stepping forward into this new study, this new venture, this new business idea, where we might work from home, where we might work with a partner who is a sacred relationship. We're building the sacred relationship. And it is coming to fruition. It is a beautiful unfolding, and it is coming step by step, and it is here now, and it has been asked of us by Mother Mary. She is the one saying that, you know, a lot of the times we think these are our ideas and we have to make them happen, and it's us, and I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that and I'm trying to make this work and I've spent time on blah blah blah. But what we're asked to do in this case is understand it's coming through us. So the miracle is happening, and if we can allow it to come in, if we can allow the ideas, it's like that thing with the water, when you're next to water and in water, even the rainwater, it clears a lot, and it means that you're in this receptive mode. The waters are very good for receiving information. Just stick your hand in water and see if it helps you connect better. But it is that you're this vessel, like channeling. When you're doing channeling, you'll see channeling on my YouTube. You'll see a Sacred Symposium, which is channels and a little bit of mediumship, but mostly channels. And you'll see that you suspend yourself and you allow the energy to come in, and you receive words and you speak them. That's what channeling is. And in that, you're putting yourself to one side and you're allowing the higher, you're allowing the information to come in. So the miracles, we need to allow the miracles to come in. So we need to work with Mother Mary. We need to bring her into our lives, and we need to understand that this is part of this creative endeavor you're going on, part of this road that you're traveling, part of this manifesting process that is happening. You're doing the work, you're working from home, you're putting in the hours. This is a new venture, you're stepping forward. You have to let go a little. You can't control every outcome. And it's allowing you to be more creative, to step in, to connect with nature, to realize that this is sounding the new opportunity, and it is about miracles manifesting for you. So it's a process of manifestation, but doing it with Mother Mary. So that is wonderful. I'm going to do an animal totem now for you for the week, just to see if we can get, and here we have another. So lightning strikes when you need it, this is a wake up. This is the light that's been brought down from the heavens. So you're a channel for this divine light. You're bringing it in order to manifest, but it's not this obsessive manifestation for yourself. Oh, I manifested, 6-figure income in 3 months. It's more of a, I am a, thank you, we've got one. I am I'm a vessel. I'm a person or a human being who's allowing something to be brought to the earth, but it's divinely given. And many people who are stepping up in their healing work, channeling work, energy work, etc., they're even artwork, it's connecting to music, it's connecting to this divine energy and letting it come out in some way, because that is the new earth. The new earth is going to be based on the higher octaves, let's say, or the higher influence, and that's going to be what we're all living. So there are going to be certain people who are going to be bringing stuff through. We have this spider. Now, I'm not a huge fan of spiders, but the spider is a very interesting totem. And it's 43, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is a very spiritual number. And we've got the feather and the rocks. So very shaman toolbox here, and sort of a dream catcher. In a sense, okay, the dream catcher. So he's woven his web to catch that dream. So it's catching that information, being able to hold it. And a spider has 8 legs, so 8 is a very good money card. It's the card of luck. It's very renowned in China. We've had that kind of number before. So let's see what 43 says. So I can give you the full. So there's a little story in this book. So this is the medicine cards, and they are by Jamie Sams and David Carson. A lovely bear on the other side. And I use these in my art workshops for Art Shift, because it's a really helpful tool for drawing, and also just getting more out of the piece that you're working on. So let's see. So there's a little story which I don't think I need to go into. I think I just need to go to the essential bits. Spider's body is made like the number 8, consisting of 2 lobe parts connected at the waist and 8 legs. Spider is the symbol for infinite possibilities of creation. Her 8 legs represent the 4 winds of change and the 4 directions on the medicine wheel. And the medicine wheel is the Native American, symbol for using a sort of earth, wind, fire and water, I think it is, to create. So this dream catchers is from the Native Americans as well, so perhaps that's why I was saying dream catcher. So let's see what else it says. Spider weaves the webs of fate. For those who get caught in her web become her dinner. And this is similar to humans who get caught in the web of illusion in the physical world and never see beyond the horizon into the other dimensions. The web of fate also represents the wheel of life, which does not include any alternatives or solutions. It is typically human to get caught in the polarity of good or bad fortune without realizing that we can change it at any time. So that's a miracle of manifestation. If we are not decisive enough about changing our lots in life, we may end up being consumed by our fears and limitations. Spider is the female energy of the creative force that weaves the beautiful designs of life. Her web has hundreds of intricate patterns which catch the morning dew. If Spider has dropped from her web into your cards today, she may be telling you to create, create, create. Look for new alternatives to your present impasse. She can also be warning you that you're coming too close to an entangling situation. Spider could be asking you to use a journal to write out and review your progress. If you do this, you will not forget how you are creating a new or different phase in your life. Spider brings a message of a different kind when she sees you becoming a bit too involved in the weaving of your life plans to notice the opportunity on the outskirts of your web. If this is the case, spider gets your attention so that you notice that something you have woven has borne fruit. Congratulations. Spider caught you just in time, before you missed the opportunity on the edge of your web or reality. The most important message from spider is that you are an infinite being who will continue to weave the patterns of life and living throughout time. Do not fail to see the expansiveness of the eternal plan. So there we have it. Create, create, create. This is the activity is to get creative again. The activity is to weave your world, weave the life, weave the web, weave the dream catcher, follow your dreams, create, make it happen. Every time I see a spider, it'll be a reminder. Get creative. How are you creating your life? And knowing that you can change and manifest something different. So very much along the same lines, there's something happening here. You're creating something. There is something happening, and there's a need to keep going. There's a need to keep creating. There's a need to keep that energy flowing. So let's look at we're going to finish with the angel, Healing with the Angels deck by Doreen Fairchild. This is a lovely deck. Oh no, we've got a colour as well, so maybe we'll do a colour. So let's see what we get from the angels, just as a support to this newness, this new adventure. It's like we're getting closer. It's like it's becoming more formed. It's like we're beginning to see, we have these grand ideas, but now it seems to be actually it's taking form in this world. And if we can work with Mother Mary, we can bring in that high vibration, that divine energy that wants to be made real on the planet. Like something is coming, something is being made. Oh, something turned over there. So let's look at that one. It's that one. So that is intention. Okay, so let me just see if we can take one more. One more angel card, please. One more from the angels, because we had 2 angels in our read. So can I get one more, please? One more. We're not doing any more? No more? No, okay. So go with the one at the back, which is forgiveness. So it's forgiving yourself and others. So forgive yourself, you've done nothing wrong. You might be feeling bad about something, but there needs to be, to move forward into the life that you want, you must forgive yourself, but also forgive others. So anybody, if you hold that unforgiveness or that vengefulness or that bitterness within, the divine can't manifest through you, because you have to be a pure vessel. You have to let that stuff go. You have to release. But forgiveness doesn't mean that you're saying what you did was okay. What you did wasn't okay. But I'm not willing to dirty my energy with that anymore, because Mother Mary wants to come through, and she can't come through if there is this soiled energy. She wants you to clear that away. So forgive yourself for maybe holding on to something as well. Like you can be holding on to something and angry at somebody for something, etc. So you need to forgive them and let that go, but also forgive yourself for holding it, because as soon as you do, you can let it go. And when you let it go, it allows new energy to come in. Like energy will replace it. So it's important. But the card that jumps out was the intention. So clear intention. What is your intention? Get clear on what you intend to happen. Intention is very powerful. We use the power of intention with Lynn McTaggart Healing when I do my spiritual evenings. We stand in a group, we hold hands, and we have an intention, and we repeat that intention, and we say it in our minds, and then we drop it into our heart, and we send it out through our hearts, and it creates a healing circular motion within a group, and it lands with the person. We intend for that one person to receive healing, and in doing that, we receive the value, the benefit of that as well. So this just shows you the power of intention setting and the power of holding intention in your mind. What is your intention? And you can just do it day by day. You don't have to have like a massive big intention. What is my intention for today? Is it to have a good day? Is it to feel peaceful today as much as possible? Is it to return to that peacefulness? So when things get crazy and, I'm faced with, this drama or this negativity or that confrontation or whatever it is, that you allow yourself to return to peace. You keep the intention of returning to peace, reminding yourself of that balance. Is your intention to bring the mother's energy through? So there's this almost, again, the same, right? It's where's Mother Mary's card? Oh, I've lost her card. Where's her card? Oh, there. Look. They're both in cocoons. They're both in this shape. So something is coming through. There's a vortex opening that is bringing higher intention through. So you're receiving this higher intention. You're receiving this diamond light. You're receiving this influx of energy, which is going to come through you and help you create. It's going to come through you and help you direct your intention. She's got wings. So there's angelic light again. So obviously this is angel deck, but she's got wings and she's got 2 candles there in her palms. You can see the candles, and she has her heart center open. So it is working with that heart-centered intention, working with the vibration of love. You can see in Mother Mary, she has a little, it looks like either a heart or it could be an apple, but I think it's her heart. So all the energy is coming via her heart as well. It's a communication with the heart. It could be an apple, which is, sees what you need, sees the day. And there's a little orb on the side here as well. So that's that energy coming in, that's the light coming in, the frequency coming in. So check your intention. What are you intending today? What do you intend to happen? Are you working from the higher aspects, the cosmos? This is very galactic as well. Within the golden, what would you say? It looks like metallic golden, and it's almost like a stained glass window behind her. So it's I don't know what I'm trying to say here. What am I trying to say? It's like a matrix or a like dividers. There's our dividers on this, channeling this energy through, like a stained glass window, very much so. Panels, but it comes in almost spaceship like. So the Divine Mother as the avatar in the higher light being. So the ascension being the Divine Mother from this light. She was a luminous being, a galactic being, let's say. So there's a returning to this. There's a returning to that vortex of life, that channeling this light through. Very much the feminine, again, the feminine Mother Mary, the feminine angel, the spider, which represents the female. So I thought it was going to be a Father's Day read, but it seems to be very much about divine feminine, divine creation, divine manifestation. And that is your read. I'll do one card because I've gone over now. I've gone over an hour. So I'll do one colour. Let's see what colour comes with that. And then we are done. But I hope you feel energized. I hope you feel inspired. And yes, I did say, I thought it was going to be more of a man's read because of Father's Day. But men have divine feminine in them. You have feminine hormones, and you have... the divine feminine is it's like yin and yang. We have both dynamic energies within us, So what you might find is, as a male, you might find yourself receiving ideas. You might find yourself feeling more creative. You may find yourself feeling a little bit more emotional or connected to your heart. You might find yourself wanting to meet a divine feminine who is in her spiritual essence. You might want someone who's a little bit more creative. You might want to explore the creative arts for therapy, for counseling, for clearing what you need. You might want to engage in something fun and creative. You might want to get out in nature. You might want to go and have a aromatherapy treatment. You might want to build a business around something creative. You might want to host an art exhibition. Just there's so many different ways that you can engage that creativity. But see it as a grounding. We need to ground this female energy. We need to ground this creative energy, this manifesting energy. The female gives birth. So this energy is giving birth to something. So the man can hold this energy while the energy is birthing. So yeah, you might be a supporter in some way, or a creator in some way, or a organizer in some way, in order to organize and direct this energy. So let's see, one color, please, one color. Theo, do we have a color for today? Thank you. I just heard you're welcome. That's like what I would say. Azure. And it says protect yourself. And it's 3 and 6, so it's 9. So 9 is completion. So as you come to this new adventure, as you come to this new dawn, as you come to use this power of the sun, so the sun is very masculine. The sun is the yang energy. It is the drive force. So whatever energy is coming in, the sun is going to help you drive forward with it. And yes, don't let your bright vision be clouded over. Allow the sun to shine. Allow yourself to receive the light, to receive the inspiration. The intention is coming via the light. The light is coming down, and you're going to embody it and manifest something with it. It is a beautiful, beautiful, simple, clear, fresh, that clear mind, that fresh card. So we had the hand of creativity coming in with the cloud here. So we can see that it is just in this creative open space. You're being given this space, this open arena to create. And wearing this blue, which is great for communication as well, expression. So blue is the throat chakra. So if you're wearing blue, it will help you express who you are, express what it is you want to bring forward, to create what it is. And you might want to wear blue because creation is all about, creation is all about you're communicating something. And blue is the color of communication. So let's see what it says, number 36. And as well, as you step into something new, it's challenging in itself. So you may need to protect yourself. You may need to protect your energy, and that's why saltwater baths as well can come in. They can help you clear your energy and protect your energy. And sunlight as well will help protect and clear your energy. So it says, Azure purifies your aura and strengthens your connection to the divine, leading you to discover your truth and empowering you to make important life choices. Immerse yourself with azure rays to protect yourself from negative, dense energies and find your center. And we have been saying that about clearing away energies that are not your own, so you can purify in a sense and receive this manifesting miracle that wants to come through. It says, breathe in azure rays of light to feel safe and secure, imagining an azure bubble of light that surrounds and protects you. Say, I ask divine healing light to surround me with love, peace, and healing. Please bar any dense energy from entering my space and affecting me. Thank you. Do this for yourself and for your loved ones whenever you would like some added protection. So let's look at that again. It is about, as you move forward, if you're opening up to these precious energies, you need to make sure that you remain clear, that you remain grounded, that you're able to manage your energy body, that you're not taking on other people's stuff, that you're able to release that at the end of the day, that you're able to clear it in some way with water or salt water or sunshine or some meditation even. So it says, I ask divine healing light to surround me with love, peace, and healing. Please bar any dense energy from entering my space and affecting me. Thank you. And as it said, you can say it for yourself and others. I think that's all. That was it. Okay, perfect. So that is your read. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to have a look at the other videos as well on our channel. Do have a look at the Ascension Channelers as well. That's one of the groups that I work with on YouTube too. But by all means, like, share, subscribe this video, share it with people that you know. If you're new and you've just come to this today, and let me know what you think. Leave a comment below. If you've been to me before, then I'd love to know if that's making or if it's resonating with you, because it's sort of coming along from what we learned last week. So if you've watched last week's one, this one might make more sense. But I feel we're really in a space now where we're clearing our energy, creating sacred space, let's say, and stepping in with this new creation. So look at the ideas you're having, look at what you want to bring forward. You are being assisted. There's some things that you'll need to do, but you're being assisted. So thank you very much for watching. It's always a pleasure. Do stay in touch, get in touch with me. My website's down below if you need to get in touch with me. And I hope to see you very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye bye.